Gamers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
And it's just the nature of their rivalry. Both teams will look to start fast, and each one trying to seize control of the tempo early.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going to come away with the W.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a three. A rebound by Detroit. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Outside Garland. Mobley down low. Pass to Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. The baseline J is on the way. And he drops that one in.
Wow, splash it in from the mid-range, Donovan. What a pretty shot.
Here's Cunningham. The rebound by Garland. Mitchell into the lane. Now Hunter. No good from outside. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Thompson kicks it out to Cunningham. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back over to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
And stolen by Stewart. On the wing, Thompson. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Allen outside. Oh, stolen by Harris. Here's Cunningham. Picked by Stewart. Now here's Thompson. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the technical free throw missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
And here is Thompson. Stewart outside. Let's go with a three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Tyson. Drops in the three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Cavaliers with the rebound. Garland with the ball. Picked up by Cunningham. We've got 1:48 left in the first. Down low. Here's Mobley. Some solid defense from Stewart.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Mobley deciding where to go with it. Cunningham with some nice D.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Now here's Porter. .102 left to play in the first. Cleveland working the ball around now. And another miss by Cleveland. Detroit leading by 8. Outside Sexton. To the inside. And finished off by Stewart.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Tyson. Three-pointer, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons going into the break up 12. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throw.
21.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Pistons?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
From behind the arc. The rebound by Allen. Cavaliers trail by 12. Out to the wing. Oh, stolen by Harris. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Coach Kenny Atkinson hit the ground running last year with the Cavaliers. He said Donovan Mitchell gave him the blueprint, adding, Mitchell told me our next step is empowering Evan, and me and Darius Garland can be great together. So there's no reason we can't be. So a lot of it came from him. He had a grip on where his team needed to go. Brian, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Ivy outside. The three ball. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Reed's got his first 2 points of the night.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And here's Hunter for 3. And Reed pulls it down. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. All right, Doris, when you're talking about the type of player who comes off the bench, what kind of player do you like best in that six-man role?
I mean, for me personally, I love guys who can keep pressure on the defense with their scoring ability. Somebody who can shoot with range or put it on the deck, because then your offense doesn't take a step back.
And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The three from Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 7 points.
Boy, if you let Donovan Mitchell get comfortable shooting the basketball, you're in for a tough night. That's an easy catch and shoot.
And here's LeVert for 3. Sinks it from distance. And the Pistons lead by 14.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Stolen by Ivy. Pass to LeVert. Fires the 3. The rebound by Allen. Inside. Oh, deflected. Here's Reed. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general. If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
Pass to Holland. LeVert outside. Fires in the triple. LeVert's got 6 here in the quarter.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Left side, Strus. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Porter. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Wade. First shot won't go. The Pistons lead by 16. Stewart outside. We've got 1:28 left in the second. From about 19. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Pass to Robinson. Now Harris. Detroit moving the ball around. Back to Robinson. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Robinson's got their second bucket on the night.
Yeah, great kick out by Cunningham. I mean, he really sees the floor. And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Picked by Stewart. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The 3, here's Harris. And Detroit another 3.
Always ready to fire. Give Harris a good pass. Tobias will get you an assist.
Pass to Wade. And here's Hunter. On the wing, Porter. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. And so it's Detroit, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pass to Hunter. Outside Garland. Fires from deep. Now Mitchell to the paint. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Pistons lead by 20. Robinson on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Robinson's gotten his third basket of the night.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
Oh, and Mobley with the block. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. On the wing, Mitchell. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well. This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
For 3, Robinson. He drops it from range. Robinson's got 12.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
The drive by Garland. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Pass to Allen. Here's Mobley. Robinson defending. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Count the basket. 9 points in the game.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
To the middle. Here's Stewart. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Over Garland. And it's Cunningham missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you guys.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Left side, Mitchell. And Mobley gets it to go. Mobley's got his second basket on the night.
Oh, to be blessed with athleticism and touch. Mobley has all the tools to be elite.
Here's Cunningham. And it's Tyson with a rebound. This Cavs squad is struggling. Pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
A top-flight offense in Cleveland. Doris, what makes them so formidable?
Well, generally speaking, if you are great at multiple things. They have elite shot creation in the backcourt. They have size and finishing ability up front. They can hurt you at all 3 levels of offensive opportunity. And boy, their three-point range is deep, B.A.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
A minute 35 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Garland. Cleveland working the ball around now. A shot by Merrill, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Mobley. And it's Cunningham missing.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
And up the court come the Pistons on the break. To the inside. Pass to Robinson. Here's Reed. Cunningham looking it over. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
and just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. That makes him 0 for this quarter, and that has not helped their cause.
19-footer. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Now Garland. Here's Mobley. Here's Merrill. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Detroit. A huge 24-point lead. 55. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Detroit. Ivy outside. Pass to LeVert. Back to Ivy. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Garland for three. LeVert with a rebound.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Right side, Sexton. Pass to LeVert. Here's Holland. The three from Sexton. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And here's Hunter for three. Ooh, LeVert with some nice D. Inside. Ivy outside. Takes it inside. He shoots again. LeVert outside. They set a pick. Down low. Stolen by Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. It's tipped. LeVert with the ball. He's picked up by Garland. Here's Ivy. And again, no good by Detroit.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Cleveland again missing.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
And this is what you want to see from Ivy. He's at his best when he's in attack mode.
Right side, Garland. They still need this. And another miss by Cleveland.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Back to Mitchell. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Ivy's shot is off.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
And the shot is good by Garland. Sexton goes in. Over Garland. Sexton misses. From deep, Mitchell. Holland with a rebound.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since. Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
And stolen by Sexton. To the paint. Ivy. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Mitchell.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And it seems like the East is wide open doors. How do the Cavs capitalize with a deep run?
Well, I think they can start with continuity. They have a quality young core when you think about Evan Mobley, when you think about Darius Garland, when you think about Jared Allen. So I'm not arguing for complacency by any stretch of the imagination. But I do think there's a strong case for running it back and giving a talented offensive team with a double big lineup another opportunity. I think they're good enough.
And using that strong frame, Cunningham is able to drive in and muscle through contact.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. Porter with it. Pass to Merrill. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter here. On the wing, Wade. 5 to shoot. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Allen's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, you like to see Jared Allen play to his strength. Just terrific at cashing in on the interior.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pistons.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association. Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Cade Cunningham.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Cunningham. Strus grabs the miss.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Allen, right side. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Merrill. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Detroit. Off the inbound. Good on the shot.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Strus with the bucket. 8 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Cunningham. And he drops it in from the low post.
Thompson.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry.